Alright folks, we're on location. You better get outdoors. We've come back to take a look, see if we can find this Sasquatch facility. The guys are down there getting their stuff ready to go. So we're going in here and do a little tracking and see if we can locate this beast and get this thing right here and get this lady's nerves settled and give her a little peace of mind. So y'all just follow us down here and we'll catch up with our professionals down here at the other side of the hill right here. Alright, we're coming up on Jeremy right here.
Folks, we're gonna look the place over, look for sign. A good indication of sign is footprints, scat. My buddy Doogie, he's a professional tracker. He's down here tracking. So let's go down here and see what Doogie's found and see if we can't locate this thing. We've come across the track right here. I was down here looking around, and as you can tell right here, I've come across a Sasquatch track coming right into this thicket right here. That thing, that track's up a bit. That's probably a female. Well, that's probably a female if I had to guess. Yeah, a female's got that dew claw that kind of comes up. That's the big toe. That might be a male. Well, it's only about 14 inches. I think that might be a. As you can tell, my foot is a good 12. That's probably a 14. That's probably about a 14-inch track right there. I would say it's a female. But in any case, I believe we've got some good sign here. The lady might be right. She might have seen the Sasquatch. To me, that right there looks like a. Well, that's the only thing I can figure. They'll fool you. What we've learned over the years, Sasquatch will get around a pack of dogs and they'll befriend them. And that's like the first wave of defense. They'll send them pack of dogs in, and that might be what we got in the other night. Is that first wave of pack of dogs? You know, Sasquatch, they'll ag a pack of dogs on. They'll ag them on, try to get them to make you think they ain't nothing. That's true. What they do is to scare you off, especially if they got a little one. If they got a little one, them pack of dogs, we could have got close to the den. What we need to do is go on down over here where we was last time, and I think there may be a den down there. There very well could be. I don't know why I didn't think of that before. I know they do that. We was worried about that dang dog bite. That's why we was worried about it. I seen that dog coming. They had them big teeth. I didn't stick around here. Messed the front end of my daggone boot up. I right back there and I kicked him right in the ear. Said, buddy, you better get out of here, you stinking dog. But I think we ought to go down here to this den and or where we think the den is, and see if we can't drag his son gun out, because I really think he's in there after seeing that sign right there. That's the first good sign we've seen in a couple of weeks. So y'all come with us and we're gonna ease down here. We need to be quiet. So if we come up on one, what we'll have to do is the way we'll have a rope with us, and we'll get him down on his belly and get his arms back, kind of like the full Nelson, if you will, and hold him back, and we'll tie him up like that right there. And then you cross his legs up like that right there. But don't do the bulldog Nelson. They don't like that, but he'll buck you off. He'll buck you in a heartbeat. You try the bulldog Nelson on him. So what you do, my buddy will get up high and he'll get his arms, and I'll get down there, and it's kind of like a figure 4, but it's different. It's like the figure 3. You got to tie their legs up because they'll kick the crap out of you, and you can see their foot right there cover your whole side of your jaw. So one of them's got to get up high, like the full Nelson, and then a figure 3, you got to get them up like that. I have my arms under his arms, and I put my like that right there, and I lay on him like that, and he's there. He kicked me in the back. That's why my buddy's got to get his leg. Folks, we recommend you not trying this at home. We've done this hundreds of times. It took me 2 weeks to get the freaking fleas off of me last time I jumped on one. But they're bad about having fleas and ticks, and it takes forever to get them things off of you, but we're dedicated to rid this woman of this Sasquatch. So y'all come on and let's ease down here. We need to be quiet, so y'all need to shut up too. We need to ease over here and see if we can't see you. Yeah, they've got a good, they can go. Alright folks, we're back here where we think they're coming in at. We've got a trail right through here, and we've got a little evidence right here. This lady's got a watermelon patch up here, and apparently it's got scared off stealing watermelons out of the patch, and it dropped it right here. That's the only thing. They're bad about stealing watermelon. And so this is a good indication that we're right here close to where we need to be.
And puppies. Yes. They'll get you puppies.
Yeah, they'll steal some puppies.
But what we're going to do, folks, is, and what we've learned, me and Dougie studied this, when they brought these Sasquatches over here, they brought them over here as like a irrigation farming type muscle. These they didn't use horses. They didn't have horses yet, so these Sasquatches pulled the plow and mowed the grass and stuff.
And towed the watermelons out of the patches.
And towed the watermelons.
That's how they steal them now.
So what you're saying is that these were used for not slavery, but basically for labor purposes.
Well, the rumor is there was a Sasquatch slave trade going on, but they couldn't ever prove it. So, and in this part of the area over here, you got the American Sasquatch, and he's a big old bulky sucker. And we've also learned that the Scottish brought in Sasquatch to do the same thing, but the Scottish would use them to churn the butter and stuff like that. And they also tried to breed these things, and I think their breeding works, because this part of the area, the way we understand, is overpopulated. So you got the American Sasquatch, and they go by one call, and then you got the Scottish that go by another call. And me and Dougie studied both these calls, so we're going to demonstrate these calls for you, and we're just going to see if one of them responds. And whichever one that responds to that call, we know what we're dealing with. One's a little bit dangerous than the other. The American Sasquatch, he likes to blend in, but that darn Scottish one, that son of a gun to bite you. So
now one of us is pretty good at calling one, and like one calls the other. And, well, we're both pretty versed in calling them both, so I'll just let my buddy do one, and I'll do one, and
let's let him do the American one, and then when he gets done, I'll do the Scottish one, because I went to Scotland and studied that for a couple months. So let's let him do that and see if we hear anything, and then if we don't hear nothing, we'll do the Scottish one.
I'll go ahead and do the.
There's them dogs barking. I don't know.
Try it again.
Try one thing.
He's here.
They might be. Let me just go ahead and do the Scottish one so they'll know what that sounds like. If we got both of them in here, we're in some big shoes on their own. I'm just telling you. I'm not messing with two of them, especially if they in the breed.
We can't, that's one big mean feather right there if they get across it.
Well, what do you
get the meanness of a Scottish one crossed with the size of the American.
That's why they call them scarikins. You got the Scottish and the American scarikins. Them are some bad son of a guns. We ain't fooling with them, Mama.
Well, what are we gonna do if one comes out on us here? Y'all got a plan here?
We'll fight it.
You got to be calm. You can't panic. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's Mean Joe, Green Sasquatch. You got to keep you calm, and you got to show dominance. But you got to show, if these things have interbred over here, you got to show some major dominance. And me and Dougie, maybe it won't come down to that, but if it does happen, folks, we'll show you how to do that, and that'll save your life one of these days if you ever run into one. So let me see if we got a Scottish one. We may not. If it's the American, we're in good shape, because we can probably sit down and talk to him, and
we'll get him to calm down and move over to the other reeds.
Yeah, we can move him on to the next holler, because he don't care. He's a drifter.
He's over on, I think, right down here to the left, we've got this holler right there. They call it I'm on the holler. That's right. What they call it. I just tell you, if I get down there and I see him, I'm on the holler.
That's right.
And that's why they call us that. So.
Alright, he's going to give us the Scottish version here.
He answered to both of them.
Buddy, I got chills running up and down my back. I just tell you.
I'm a little bit nervous.
A little bit nervous. I think we need to walk right over here on this fence line. Because they'll travel them fences. So y'all come on, let's walk over here to this fence.
We're not gonna we're kind of downwind right here, and if he starts coming to us right here, he's gonna catch our wind and we're not gonna see it. So we're gonna try to ease down here
so we can smell it.
We can get his wind and kind of tell where he's coming from, because we got to get behind him to be able to take him down.
Y'all come on. Folks, we went down the back side of this holler over here, and we've run this thing off. I thought we got a glimpse of him, but he run off on us, so I'm really not sure.
I think what scared him.
I think we scared him, so we're just about going to have to.
Guys.
Hang on a minute. We're going to have to.
Guys.
We're going to have to come. What is it? Huh?
What is it?
You need to look behind you. Oh, man. Oh.
You better get out of here! Get out of here! You better get out of here! You better get.
Folks, like we told you, you got to be calm in that kind of situation right there. That thing will get you. Luckily, we've done this before and we've been here. You can't tuck tail and run. You got to stand your ground and fight this thing. So, I can't do nothing. That was a little one.
Yeah, he wasn't very big.
I tell you though, if it hadn't been for your quick thinking how to get rid of that thing, we could have been dead.
I kicked him right in the shin, folks.
Whew. Was that after you woke up? Or?
What are you talking about?
I thought you passed out there for a minute.
I didn't pass out. I dropped it low.
I didn't pass out. I stood there. We stood our ground, and
you got to stand.
We come on around the curve.
That was a mistake. I'm sorry.
On stuff like that.
He went down for a knee shot.
Yeah, that's right. I went down for a knee shot. But situations like that, stay calm. Don't panic, please. Don't panic. It's just, you got a better chance of survival if you stand your ground and don't take off running. Because it's all about dominance. If you take off running, he's going to look like you're going to look like a weaker species. So stand your ground, stand tall, and don't forget, you better get.